Hi, my name's Miss Woods and I'm going to talk to you about economics here at the college. I'll talk you through our results, what actually is economics, and then where economics might take you later in life. We use the AQA specification here at the college, and as you can see, our students perform exceptionally well, with 94% of students achieving A star to B grades in their A-levels, against a 73% national average for the same grades. And all of our students will achieve at least a grade E or above. So what actually is economics? Well, economics is concerned with how our society produces, distributes and consumes goods and services. It's divided into two main areas. The first area, microeconomics, looks at individual consumers and firms and how they behave. And the second area, macroeconomics, looks at the bigger picture. It looks at the national economy and global trade and looks at how countries measure their economic performance and trade internationally. Let's take a closer look at what you will study and how you'll be assessed. In Year 12, there are two exam papers at the end of the year. The first exam paper focuses on microeconomics and the operation of market and market failure. And the second paper is macroeconomics, looking at the national economy in a global context. Each exam paper is 90 minutes and consists of multiple choice questions, calculations, and short and long written responses. Year 13 builds on Year 12 content. The first paper focuses on microeconomics. The second paper again focuses on macroeconomics. And finally, the third paper combines both micro and macro questions. Each paper is 2 hours long with a combination of multiple choice questions, calculations, and short and long written responses. Let's take a closer look at what you'll study. In microeconomics, you'll be looking at economics on a small scale and asking questions about individual markets and their behaviour. The key issue in microeconomics is scarcity, the idea that we have unlimited wants and needs, such as food, clothing, and leisure activities, but finite resources, such as land, capital, enterprise, and labour, which are used to make the goods and services that we need and want. Consequently, choices have to be made about what to produce. You may have already heard the concepts of demand and supply. In microeconomics, you will learn about how demand and supply is affected in different markets and the actions that governments can take to intervene in these markets, such as taxes, subsidies, regulation, and legislation. You'll tackle interesting questions such as what are the causes of inequality and poverty, and how can we tackle these issues? How can we reduce pollution? And why are house prices so expensive? Macro means big. So in macroeconomics, you'll zoom out and look at the economy as a whole. You'll study the whole national economy and how the government manages it. For instance, what is fiscal policy and monetary policy, and how do they impact our national economy? In Year 13, you'll take a more detailed look at international trade and global development. You'll answer questions such as, how is economic performance measured? What is meant by GDP and inflation? Why are some countries poorer than others? And what are the benefits and problems of globalization? This is Lavanya. In 2021, Lavanya achieved an A star in A-level economics. She decided to study economics because she wanted to understand the different ways that the government attempts to tackle inequality and poverty. She plans to go to university to study accounting and finance and knew that economics would be a good way to help her achieving this goal.
Hi, my name is Monique and I love studying economics at A-levels. First of all, much of the theory you guys study at economics will relate to real-life applications, which means any news you read about the country's economy, you will always understand why that's happening, which makes you learning the content much more easy and prepares you well for the exam.
Through studying economics, you will develop a range of transferable skills. For instance, you'll develop the skills needed to understand and analyse data. You'll be able to think critically about current issues and scrutinise media in order to make informed decisions. These skills will be very useful for you when going on to study further at university. Although many of our students do go on to pursue degrees in economics, management, accounting and finance, students also go into a range of different disciplines, for instance medicine, dentistry, engineering, psychology, law, and a whole host of different degrees. Economics provides you with a set of transferable skills and knowledge about the world and the economy, which is vital, not only at university, but in your future life. We look forward to seeing you in September.